Today's review is on this Cuisinart double toaster. If you look at the front here, you can see that there are, everything is split down the middle, so it's the same thing as over here. If you need to reheat something, you can just hit the reheat button. There's defrost if you've got like a frozen waffle. If you're doing a bagel and you want one side of the bagel toasted and not the other, so if you want the outside of the bagel toasted but not the top, there's an option for that. It is a double and double-sided, so this is the way that it shows for the bagel, how you want the bagel to be inserted, to where it's cupped this way or cupped this way. Both of these can hold a full-size bagel. You don't have to slice them down to thin them out. Now, I always unplug a toaster when I'm not using it, just because these have heated coils in here, and if something ever went wrong with one of these, I don't want to start a fire or have some kind of weird meltdown. Not that I've ever had that happen before, but that's just my safety feature. I just unplug these now. The toaster on either side has the ability to change the temperature setting, so it goes all the way up to 7 or down to 1. And the way that works is it's just, one is just almost just kind of warm, and I usually leave mine on 4, which is the default. If you noticed, when I plug this back in, the default comes up as 4. There's no power button on this, so you can't actually turn this off. You just have to unplug it. That might be a nice feature for Cuisinart to come up with, just to have a little power button on here so that I can turn the whole thing off when it's not in use. It doesn't go off on its own. The lights on here will dim if it sits here long enough, but I'm just going to run through like I'm toasting something. So you just hit the toast button on here and it's going to start. There's an indicator on here which is the length of time, so from the most time to the least. As the coils heat up, these little clamps come in from the sides. As you can see, they're open here and they're closed here, so these clamps come in from the side and grab the bread or grab the bagel, whatever you're toasting in here. Now you can see that the first indicator light's gone off, and this is just going to keep going down until it gets to the very bottom. I don't believe this is going to cause any damage heating this without anything in it, but we'll just wait for this to finish. Now, if I needed to, if I decided I had put the number on too high, or I need to cancel because my breakfast isn't ready, my coffee's not ready yet, and I want everything hot at the same time, you can just come and hit the cancel button. This length of time is shorter depending on if you set it on 1 or if you set it up as high as 7. So on this at 4, you can see this is just how long it's going to take for it to get to the point where it's heated up the bread to your preference. Now, ours has a dent in it. I'm pretty sure you're probably noticing this, and you might have even already made the comment, well, I'm not going to buy this product if it's got a dent in it. Well, that wasn't there when I first bought this. That's there because somebody opened up the cabinet that's right above here, and something either fell out or they dropped a bowl or a plate. And even though there's only 5 of us in the house, and it wasn't me and it wasn't my wife, that narrows it down to 3. Somehow, none of the 3 kids can remember if any of them did that. So now we just have a dent in the top of our nice stainless steel Cuisinart double toaster. So we're getting to the point where this is getting lower now. It won't take much longer for this to finish. I'm just doing this so that you can hear the indicator that tells you that it's finished. The little jaws here, the little clamps here are going to open up, and it'll release and bring the bottom of the tray back up to the top to eject the toast out. So here's the last dot, and once that dot goes away, it's going to open up. Bottom trays are rising up. There's 2 beeps. That lets you know that your toast is done. There is a tray in the bottom of this. The sides of this aren't hot, the back and the front of this aren't hot. The top gets hot right in the space where you were cutting, right where you were heating, but this has these little trays that you can easily pull out for either side. And of course you can see ours need to be cleaned, so I can take this and just dump all this in the trash, and very easy cleanup. Nothing to it. I don't have to take this thing apart and get in here and take it apart to get all the food out most of the time. More than likely just from somebody having put the bread in a little bit crooked. It just got pinched. But this is very easy to use. It comes with the manual. It's got all the instructions on how to put the bagels in and what settings these are for. And I don't think it says what temperature these are being toasted at. It's just you run it a couple times and you figure out what setting you want your temperature to be for toasting, how toasted you want it to be. But I think this is a good purchase. This is well worth the money. I did a bunch of research. I believe this comes in black, but we've got some other stainless appliances in the kitchen, so I went with it's got the black trim around it, but it's stainless. So I think this is a nice toaster, worth the money, inexpensive, has a lot of features. Thanks for taking the time to watch. If you liked the video, please like it. You can share the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. I'd appreciate it. I got a whole list of product reviews if you want to go into my product review playlist and watch some other product reviews. Hopefully if there's something that I've already posted, it'll help you make a decision and a purchase that you're looking to make. Hopefully like this one did. If it saves you time and saves you some research, I've already done the research and taken the time to do it, might actually save you some money. Appreciate you taking the time to watch.